Now, for the debate last night, number one, everybody is calling Joe Biden the winner. Everybody's wrong. Biden said nothing. Somebody call me with one substantive policy that he had last night. One thing that he was going to do. Other than Barack Obama, and he invented everything. I thought his performance was embarrassing. Did somebody else watch this debate? The laziness of my peers is unbelievable. It's easy to sit there and say Biden won the debate because he didn't look like a tottering old man, and he screamed into the microphone and pointed his finger. Guy said nothing. He said nothing. This is a guy that's been there 50 years. He has no accomplishments. Zero. Done nothing. And he said nothing last night. And Klobuchar was mocking him, shaking her head and rolling her eyes like, the hell are you talking about? Bernie Sanders, everybody said, got beat last night. Wrong. Sanders did fine. Sanders is the front runner. Nobody laid a glove on him. Yeah, the Cuba thing, but look, he doubles down. He defended it. And he went right back at the audience. And then what he said after on the debate spin, he's like, look, to get a ticket here, you got to pay $1,750. That's not my base. You know, Stan says Biden won by hiding in the shadows and saying I'm still alive. I guess we'll find out Saturday. I don't think Biden won the debate. I think Biden's going to get beat on Saturday. Why would you vote for Biden if you're in South Carolina? What motivation do you have to get up on a Saturday and vote for Joe Biden? What motivation? Zero. He's going to lose. And folks, I never get this stuff wrong. Biden's dead. He's going to get beat on Saturday. You remember this conversation we're having. He will get beat by Sanders on Saturday. And he will be out of the race. Because after that, there's nowhere for him to go. This is what the pundits miss, because it's obvious to say, oh, he was a winner because he didn't look like a complete moron. All right, so Sanders, I would say, Stan, the opposite. I would say Sanders won by not losing. Sanders is the front runner. Nobody really laid a glove on him. I mean, they tried, and yeah, he got a little testy, but that testiness is what his base wants. You know, it reminds me of the first Republican debate in Cleveland where Trump got challenged on not signing that stupid pledge. Remember that pledge? That was like the big thing, the pledge to support the other candidates. And Trump wouldn't sign it. And they hammered him with it, and he shrugged his shoulders and he said, I'm not signing crap. And his base went crazy because his base, like Sanders, didn't care about the party. They wanted to burn it down if he was not the candidate. This is what all the pundits miss. The enemy to the Bernie Sanders vote base is the DNC establishment. And if their guy's not going to get the nomination, they want to blow it up. And I agree with that. So I don't think that Biden is going to win, and I don't think he won the debate. Okay, now let's go down the line. Where the hell is Elizabeth Warren going with this? She keeps blasting Bloomberg. She's in the middle of the pack in every single poll. She's at 14%. She's going nowhere. She blasts Bloomberg again and refuses to say one bad thing about Bernie Sanders other than she gets things done and he doesn't, which is, it's kind of milquetoast. So where's she going with this? I said this a week ago and she did it again. Her job is the attack dog to take down Bloomberg so that it's Sanders Warren. That's what she's angling for. And she doesn't care if Sanders gets beat, because then good luck beating her in 2024. All these people have an angle. She knows she's not going to be the nominee. The only way she's a nominee is if they go to Milwaukee with an open convention. Sanders can't get there, and they turn to her because Sanders' supporters finds her palatable. That's her play. That's why she doesn't go after Sanders. Leslie in Chesapeake says, Biden looked like an angry white man. I agree with that totally. Yelling into the microphone Makes no sense to me. Now, as far as the debate, I got a couple texts here saying, so somebody texted in, looks like Abigail in Virginia Beach says, on the debate, you're wrong, it sucked. Well, I mean, I have a different perspective. I like when people engage, and I think the worst debates is when you end up with these pillow fights. So, look, it's a tough thing to do to keep it manageable. But I thought the most fun was when they were yelling at each other. I thought it was entertaining, right? I did make popcorn. I actually got up out of my chair when they were yelling at each other. I said, I got to make some popcorn. This is too good. So let me tell you who I thought was a big winner last night after I gave you my disclaimer. I thought Michael Bloomberg was the huge winner last night. Unquestionably, Bloomberg won this debate. Now, why? Number one, he was better than he did a week ago, even though that was so bad that if he just showed up and said nothing, he'd do better. But secondly, the guy actually had a record to run on. Actually had a record. His record on education in New York City was indisputable. Even though they mocked him on the, what was it, the big gulp or the trans fat, life expectancy went up. He defended charter schools. He defended not completely legalizing marijuana. I mean, he defended capitalism last night. Now, he took shots from Warren. And look, here's what the guy should never do is be a stand-up comic. Every joke he told was so bad. I mean, some people just can't tell a joke. You just can't do it. I mean, I think he had 3 or 4 attempts. All of them were ever tell a joke and it just is flat. You're kind of embarrassed by it. That was Bloomberg last night. So get off the jokes. You can't do it. But I thought Bloomberg last night at the end of that debate was the adult in the room. Now, maybe the party's not going to go for him. I don't know. I think he wins Virginia. So I think Sanders wins South Carolina. I think Bloomberg wins Virginia handily. He's got a huge operation here on the ground. But I thought Bloomberg won the debate. And this is a dangerous candidate. I would rather go up against any of these candidates except Bloomberg. Because I don't know if he can rally the Democratic base, but I can tell you this. Anybody that doesn't like Trump's style, I mean, this guy is not going to destroy the economy. And you saw that last night. There was a level of maturity that he had that the others simply, even if they had it, they couldn't display it. Biden yelling into the microphone, gibber. It was all gibber. I mean, the Biden performance last night was a pot of gibberish. Text me 757-692-1710 without going on the internet and give me one thing that you remember that he actually said, other than he's been working for black people since 1929 or something. And then on some of the post-debate analysis, one of the people called him out and said, what exactly has the guy done? And I've got that clip coming up. So, look, I think Bloomberg was the big winner last night. Biden, I guess he did okay. I don't think it's enough. I think he gets beat. And I think Sanders wins by not losing. Mayor Pete is there, but there's no there. I mean, if you're going to vote for the moderate, you're going to vote for Bloomberg. There's no there. What's Pete going to do? Bring everybody together and Bernie sucks. Okay, I get it. And I thought Tom Steyer had a good night, only because he's saying, these guys can't win. You got a Republican and a socialist. That's always a good line. So that's my take on it. I think South Carolina Saturday night, what is this, Wednesday? Sanders is going to win South Carolina Saturday night. His people are going to turn out. Biden's not going anywhere. He's going to lose. That's going to be the end of his campaign. And then you're going to go into Super Tuesday, and Bernie's going to get a boatload of delegates in Texas and California, and it goes down to Sanders, Bloomberg. John Fredericks Radio Network.